You worked for the state of
Mm-hmm.
California. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What'd
So
you do for the state of
I worked for
California?
the Department of Corrections for 26 years.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Bet you that was pretty
Different.
different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
I've never been to prison, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's different. I came in as a free man. There's sworn, which is a correctional officer, and in that, and then there's non-sworn, which I was when we started
So,
at 25.
what's the difference between sworn and non-sworn?
Well, one's a peace officer, 24 hours, and then picture a prison like any town in America. They have a wastewater treatment center.
Okay.
They got electricians. They got plumbers. They
Yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
canteen. They got
Yeah,
the
it's
store.
their whole community.
It's a whole
there.
community.
Okay.
So the people that support the correctional officers and what they do in any support role is called a free person.
Mm.
Okay. So that free person doesn't necessarily work shift work. That was one of the reasons we chose to go that route.
Oh, okay.
And the other reason was that after serving my country, we felt it was better just to go into that realm because it wasn't, like I said, shift work.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So you weren't. So you weren't a guard.
No.
Okay.
No.
You just worked like maintenance or
No, when I started, I went in logistics. We went into the warehouse for the first 3 or 4 years, and about after 5 to 7 years, I was the manager of all logistics. So the food, the clothing,
Oh.
all that
See,
laundry.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, all the laundry, clothing for that institution fell under my responsibility.
Ah, interesting.
And then what occurred was that I had an opportunity around 2000, well before 2000. I had an opportunity to get some overtime to do. I was approached by the investigative services unit to do some investigations because some of the free people weren't doing what they should be doing.
Interesting.
The only reason, I'll be honest with you, at the time I was raising a young family, so the overtime helped out. So I did take that. Well, I did that for about a year or two, and then an opportunity came up in 2000 to work as a free man. Most of these positions were with sworn officers, but we had an opportunity to kind of bridge that as a free person to go down and do discrimination complaints. So I jumped on that. It was training and development at first for about 18 months, and then I transitioned into it. So for 6 years, I did discrimination investigations.
So you mean people?
Staff on staff. That
Oh, really? In the prison?
In all prisons.
Oh,
yeah.
in all prisons
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah.
So
were in
did you have
Central.
to travel a lot?
Yeah, we were in Central.
Oh, okay.
And it was at the time where the girls were in college,
Oh, okay.
and it was a good time in our life that before the decisions made, Sherry and I sat down and took a look at it and said, "Hey, we'll do this," and yeah, so we did it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Investigations for discrimination.
Yeah, age discrimination, sexual harassment.
So you were like a glorified HR person for a prison.
But perhaps, yeah, perhaps.
People didn't want Tim come through.
No,
They're
no,
like-
and that's one thing you realize when you were done your assignment. You went back inside. There's a somewhat of a stigma attached to that.
Interesting. Yeah,
But you knew that going in. I mean,
Yeah.
we're grown ups and we understand and know what's happening. And it's not like we went out looking for work. People are people, and we have a propensity to make mistakes.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
thought you told me you worked in corrections, so I figured.
Everybody does, and I clarify.
Oh, you must have been a guard.
Yeah. And a lot of people.
I'm
clarify.
sorry, Tim.
No, don't be sorry.
I fucked that up.
No, you did not. No, you did not. That's not a big deal. It's but there is a distinction in those brave men and women every day of their lives.
Yeah.
It's a tough job.
Yeah, no, my uncle does it. So
Yeah,
I hope to maybe have him on the podcast one day
Yeah.
and he can kind of tell me about it.
Yeah, it is a tough. You come inside and you do your 8 or 12 or 16, and your mission is to ultimately go home. I don't care where Corey. I heard a lot of people say this and say that about prison work and about the wage people get paid, about prison work and retirements. And I would humbly say this: before you take a look at what those hardworking men and women do in prison, whether they're a cook, a correctional officer, captain, associate warden, a warden, a warehouse man, you're going inside, and you're inside with that population. And until you do it and have done it, and can come home every day, okay, and the man you supervise and the woman you supervise come home good every day.
Yeah.
And one day you hit that 26, 27, 25, 30-year mark and you retire, and it's a blessing in itself. You survived.
And then you moved to the Northwest,
Then you move to the Northwest.
where it's all green
Yes,
and
sir.
amazing. No, I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
playing.
Yeah.